First, let me express my gratitude, thanking all the wonderful people who have worked so hard to make this action possible. And let me thank all of y'all for being here today to witness and participate in the beginning of the historic shift on this campus, like Charity said.
Yeah.
Second, let me introduce myself. My name is Dylan Suchun Ma. I am Korean Cherokee Muscogee. As a student of color at UNC, I have a personal interest in seeing this school rectify its historic wrongs and to ameliorate its negligence of the people of color who live, work, study, and teach at this institution and in this community. We have witnessed today the reenactment of a particular moment in history when the mask slipped and the ugly truth of racism embedded in the heart of this university's history was made obvious. And we have gathered here today on that same site as a coalition of the courageous to hold up a mirror to this university's past and present to show that things have changed far too little in the past 100 years.
Yeah.
There are now students of color. There are students of color now in attendance here at this school. The administration takes little heed of our wishes and makes few allowances for our needs. This is a predominantly white institution, and I want to go on the record today to say that it is predominantly and historically a white institution.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Meaning that throughout its history, it has been invested in maintaining the legacy of white supremacy that is stored up within the bricks and stones of this place.
Yeah.
Facts.
In keeping with that legacy, UNC uses the faces of people of color to portray the school as a diverse institution, a university of the world, if you will. As students of color, many of us feel that UNC just needs our faces. Take a little snapshot of our faces, put it in a brochure somewhere, put it up on the Union or something, just to show that we are here and that this school is diverse in some way. And they keep records on all of us, like they keep records on every single one of us to say that this many percent is from this ethnicity, this many percent from that race, but they don't do anything with those numbers. I, however, do not consent to my image being used thus. I do not and have never felt that UNC really cares about me, about my welfare, happiness, or success. How many times have I had to sit in classrooms where people are allowed and even encouraged to voice racist sentiments about Native Americans or to discuss the history of the Korean War as if that wasn't a genocide carried out by U.S. Army?
That's right.
Now, in the face of their ignorance of our needs, it is time for us to come together to demand change. And to begin on our own, if need be, to create the spaces we need to live full and healthy lives while we are present here at this school. Let me say that again. Whether or not they do this for us, we're going to do it ourselves. In the legacy of student activism on this campus and in this country, the legacy of third world student movements in the 60s and 70s that won ethnic studies, all kinds of different ethnic studies for all of us. And in solidarity with other struggles against white supremacy, the folks on the streets in Ferguson, in New York, in Chicago, in Oakland, in LA, and everywhere else. This is a war on bodies of color. It's ideological, and it's fought in the streets with real bullets, y'all. On bodies of color, specifically on black and brown bodies in this country. It is time for this university to start listening to what is happening in this country. It is time for it to start listening to what students here, students of color, are saying. Let me say that again. It is time for the university to start listening to what students of color are saying. We come to you today to reiterate a simple truth. This school, by keeping the name of Hurston Hall, I'm already using that term. It's Hurston Hall, y'all. By keeping the name of Hurston Hall officially Saunders Hall, it is stating a preference. This school is saying that it would prefer to remain loyal to its racist history rather than affect change upon its present-day physical landscape to leave a mark in history and support the students of color who are present here.
Yeah.
They are telling us that they don't want us to be here, really. Please understand that. They are telling us that they don't want us to be here badly enough to change their ways and meet our needs. However, we are not afraid to make our needs known. We are not afraid to build a movement to create change.
Yep.
Thank you.